If 1 week defines a season, then surely the next 7 days are make or break for the Wellington Phoenix. Perth today, Brisbane away on Wednesday, and back home for the Jets next Sunday. 3 games, 7 days, and plenty of air miles stand between the Phoenix and a place in the playoffs. Certainly Perth won't be comfortable, as if they haven't got their issues already. Ian Ferguson's side is decimated through injury, suspension, and in the case of Jacob Burns, pending fatherhood. Harnwell and Pellegrino sit this one out after seeing red last week. They're in pretty good shape. They're looking for their 4th consecutive home win in a row. It's an unchanged 11 in a very familiar 4-3-3 formation. Still no Jade North. He's away with the Socceroos. But they've been very sound defensively of late. And of course, it's been a quick turnaround here. An international cricket fixture played here yesterday, with Pakistan well beaten by the home side. Will the glory go the way of Pakistan as the visitors, or will they put up a decent fight this afternoon? Referee Peter O'Leary gets this one underway. And it is one of those cliched occasions where the home side has it all to play for. And the visitors, really, their season is all but done and dusted, and they can only look to impress Ian Ferguson with a view to next season.
Nice ball from Tony Lockett.
Brown again at the far post. He's such an influence, isn't he? Every time he's on the end of a cross, he's a chance. This time he sets up Sigmund. Sigmund, it's deflected again. So Perth are defending stoutly, and the Phoenix attacking with some intent.
And good support from Ben Sigmund there. And Tim Brown was having I think had a thought for that moment just to have a turn and a shot, but good support from Ben Sigmund.
Rojas, who has been good from set piece. Oh, they're queuing up. Harefield, time and room to send it in again. Near post, and Valafi, it's off the bar and it's in. Well, the goal, I'm not sure if this will be credited to the initial header of the ball or whether it might go down as an own goal. Nick Ward is receiving the plaudits from his teammates, but Harry, this is a goal I think that Tando Valafi will not want to see a replay of.
Oh, Nicky Ward with that. He got the last touch in there. Troy Harefield, his delivery of late has been good the last few games. Nicky Ward rose untouched really by a Perth player, and you'd have to say Tando Valafi has fluffed that one, hasn't he? I think Tim Brown made his presence felt there, running it at Valafi. Well, as you said,
I think that's the moment that Ward's contribution, at least towards being named goal scorer, was over. About here, wasn't it? And as you say, Brown was just frightening Valafi into punching it into his own net. And Danny Vukovic again under no pressure. It is a night, though, a late afternoon anyway, that is tailor-made for mistakes to be made if your concentration's not good. Such as this. Oh, it's off the bar. Danny Vukovic almost with his first goal ever in the Hyundai A-League. Well, as if on cue. As if on cue.
Well, certainly on cue, Andrew, wasn't it? Danny Vukovic, possibly with a bit more of luck. I don't know how much more luck he'd get after this, but the ball just bouncing. It was talked about how greasy the surface is. Tando Valafi again in no man's land.
And you
do wonders for his confidence.
Not sure that clearance will for Josh Mitchell. McAllister. Harefield, the shirt pulling. All too obvious, and Peter O'Leary just waited to see if there was an advantage. And if the shirt pulling's that obvious, we are told that that's a mandatory yellow card, but Peter O'Leary decides to leave the card in the pocket. But Howarth a little lucky here.
And Tim Brown looking to bring in there's Manny Muscat on the right-hand side here. Todd Howarth just having a tug of the shirt. There should have been a yellow, Andrew, I agree.
Well, no Leo Bertos. I think it was against Perth that Leo scored the wonder strike from even further out than this. But they're all queuing up, aren't they? McAllister might be the one to strike on goal. Valafi waits. McAllister strikes. It's in the back of the net. And Dylan McAllister has goal number 5 in his last 7 appearances, and Valafi is beaten again.
Tando Valafi left stranded on that occasion. Dylan McAllister opens the second half with a fantastic free kick. I'm not sure if it actually went through the wall. We'll see in a minute, but Tando Valafi looking. Yeah, deflection coming off. Stephen McGarry there.
When you're down, Harry, as we said earlier, luck just doesn't go your way, and Valafi not at fault there, and just the deflection, it's cruel because it's so close and yet so far.
It is, isn't it? So unfortunate when you concede a goal with that sort of deflection from that far out as well.
And that is his value to this team. When they're short on players at the back, Sigmund times the challenge, and that's been him all over the last 4 or 5 weeks.
Yeah, I'm just going to say, Andrew, he's a solid defender, but his timing there was impeccable, wasn't it?
Rojas, talk of timing. You'd want the stopwatch and you'd want to be quick on it as Rojas has the ball, sets it up. Is it the third? It is, and it's a beautiful finish from Vinny Leah. He doesn't score many, Vince Leah. That is just his second Hyundai A-League goal in his 84th appearance.
Well, I was going to say, his first touch let him down there, Vince Leah. He had a heap of room to move as well, didn't he? He had time to measure his volley into that far post of Tando Valafi to make it 3-0 to the Phoenix. Celebrations all around here. That man again, Marco Rojas, in the thick of things. His first touch wasn't the greatest, but a ball set up nicely for him, didn't it? And he dispatched it past Tando Valafi for the third goal for the Phoenix this evening.
Well, cometh the hour and cometh the man. Right on the 60-minute mark, Vinny Leah surely wraps up the 3 points for the home side. And just as importantly, Harry, goal difference. 3-0 at the moment for the Phoenix. We know Newcastle got thumped last night 5-1. And given how tight it is, the race for the playoffs, it could yet be a factor. And the timing, well, I don't know, better or worse, but I tell you, that is pathetic. From the yellow fever, and that is handy from Perth Glory off the bar. Well, the upright at least. Terrible flooding in recent weeks, primarily through the state of Queensland. And as a consequence, that game Wednesday night will be played at Skilled Park. For now, though, the finishing touches here at Westpac Stadium. Daniel delivers, and Brown, well, he went down under a pretty strong challenge from Howarth. Still there for the Phoenix, and they've got a fourth. And it's Chris Greenacre. Greenie off the bench, and it's number 4 for the Phoenix. And they have finished the stronger of the two sides. Valafi beaten again.
Well, it looked like the Phoenix had shut up shop for the night, didn't it? You know, Perth Glory had come into the game the last 5 or 6 minutes. And that man, Chris Greenacre, popping up off the bench to score the 4th goal for the Phoenix tonight, albeit with a deflection. But again, it was a good clinical finish from the marksman.
6 in the season for Chris Greenacre. He sneaks up to just 1 behind. Chance now at the far post. Momentarily, I think Todd Howarth put the hands up there, thinking he was the last line of attack. But it is the last moment in a game that has been dominated by the home side. They'll be well pleased. They win this one over the Perth Glory 4-0. Thumbs up from Ricky Herberts and Harry Nata. They continue this momentum. 4 consecutive wins at home, and they are right in the playoff mix. Yeah.